this thing. Did you get it? Because if you got it, I will go spend my money elsewhere. He's like, yeah, I got it. So she spends her money on something else, and now it's going to take her a long time.
That's so much worse.
It's obvious, too, that, like, he didn't really care about it that much, because if he had said, like, oh, I'll get it for you, he said it was too much, and so it seems like he just waited until the last minute to go and get it. Okay. And that's why he doubled down on the lie, because he's like, oh, no, I already got it, and he didn't, like, see that it was
and then he
expensive.
tells her, like, oh, yeah, it was really expensive. It's like...
Yeah.
He knows. Yeah, I mean, look, the calls for breaking up is... Reddit's always gonna feel, I feel like, says, like, break up. I actually agree because they're so young, and it's like... I think, like, that behavior is a red flag to me, and more so that he went and told me. I'm like, if that's how any issue between you is gonna work out, just leave. Don't... You're in college, like,
go explore.
Go have fun. Like, you don't deal with this asshole.
Go spend money on your perfume, you know?
Update.
Oh, boy. It's the mom.
She's the asshole. So I did go to his parents' place to clear things up. I sat down with him and told him I didn't think I could continue the relationship. He started crying and saying he'd save up his money and never lie to me again. I told him that the perfume isn't the problem and I wouldn't have cared at all if he'd been honest with me. It's the fact that he lied, then got his friends to call me names and harass me. He said he never did that and showed me their text messages. I did read through them, and all he said was that I didn't like his gift, which isn't the case. I asked him if he deleted messages, but he denied. I showed him the messages I got from his friends, and he got mad and called them. He basically cursed them out and told them not to talk to me again. He even offered to cut contact with them, but I didn't really know what to say to that. I did apologize for my words, though, because I did feel like I was being too harsh. I did confront him about his mom, and he apologized for that. He admitted to lying to her so she'd take his side. He said he knew that she would take my side if she heard the truth, and he already felt shitty enough about lying and making me upset, so he didn't want to hear it from his mom either. I did get upset at that because he was jeopardizing my relationship with his family just to save face. I wouldn't even have told his mom, so he just involved her for no reason. He apologized and called his mom to his room so her and I could talk. I showed her the messages between him and I and explained what really happened. She apologized over and over again and even offered to give me the amount that I needed. She scolded my boyfriend and he also apologized numerous times. I genuinely believe he's sorry, but I honestly don't know how to feel. We've been dating for 2 years and he's always been an amazing boyfriend to me. I love him more than anything and I do see a future with him. I just want some time to think about everything though. He did ask me to stay the night and I agreed. He's sleeping on my chest right now, but I'm gonna try to go back to my dorm soon. I know a lot of guys told me I should end things. I was really considering it, but now I'm not sure. I just need time to think it over.
She wrote all that while he was on her chest? My God. He's a heavy sleeper. She's like...
Just there's a little, like, there's no
Thank you.
Post, but there's another update. She did think more about the whole situation, and she did decide to break up.
Good. That's obviously...
I think it's
just clean slate.
I think it's fine. I think it's fine just because it's like... That's a big bump when you're that young, and it's just like, you're in college. There's always, when you're that young, there's also the opportunity of like a year or so from now, maybe you'll decide to get back together. I don't know. This isn't to me like one of those stories where it's like, whoa, this is so messed up. It's like, it is small in some ways, but I just think it's like, there's nothing wrong with breaking up and going to exploring new things and new avenues.
I started in like middle school.
He did admit it. I think that's great. But he did also admit, like, yeah, I lied to my mom so that she would take my side. It's just like, it's like, if your first instinct on the first day of having any sort of slight disagreement is to go to your mom and say that, I'm like, Mommy, you just got some growing up to do. Like,
I mean, he is 20.
He's 20. They're super young. That's why I'm like,
I also feel like it's weird because I don't know that I believe about the whole friends thing. Like, I feel like...
Yeah, what was that about?
I feel like that's a crazy way for them to react, but if that is how they react after him just being like, oh, she didn't like my gift, then, like, if that's the people that he's hanging out with and those are his friends, like, that's a huge red flag.
Yeah.
Do you think he deleted text messages?
Or maybe he talked to the person or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then he was...
It is a crazy reaction.
He was gonna cut off contact with them? Another red flag.
It's just a lot. It's just a whole lot. It's very impulsive, very, like, I don't know. It sounds like she decided that she was
people got involved, which makes me think that he's been saying a lot of things
That's
about her
That's a good.
for a long time.
Maybe it wasn't this instance.
Spoiled brat for one time. You're gonna go that far? I feel like he's been talking shit.
Possible.
Young kids.
These whippersnappers.
These whippersnappers.
You know when a Reddit story, when it starts off and they're in their 30s, that it's about to be some. God, it's about to be so bad.
Like, oh
For a 30-year-old to go to Reddit about their relationship, it has to be so, it's devastating.
Like,
First, Among Us and like a birthday gift.
yeah, when they're 20, I'm like, there we go.
And when 20, it's like, you lied about a birthday gift. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
But, okay. This comes from relationship advice. My girlfriend told me she was with a friend, but that friend was with me picking out an engagement ring. How do I confront my girlfriend about her lie? God, this is a doozy. I swear my life feels like a movie right now. I, a 28-year-old man, am planning on proposing to my girlfriend of 3 years, a 26-year-old woman. Now, I suck at picking out jewelry. I'm the type of guy that doesn't see a problem with heart-shaped jewelry. Seriously, why is it considered so ugly? So every time I want to buy
'cause it looks
something
cheap,
for my
dude.
girl, I usually consult one of our mutual friends. My girl's best friends are all friends with me as well, and we all get along well, so asking them for help picking out jewelry is something I'm used to. When it came time to pick out a ring, I consulted my girlfriend's best friend, Justine. Justine and I are quite close, and she knows my girlfriend better than anyone, including me. So when my girlfriend went out to visit her sister and baby nephew, I invited Justine over to the house to help pick out a ring. Justine and I looked through a few catalogs, but decided it was a dead end and it would be better to go to professionals at a jewelry store. However, I didn't know when my girlfriend would be coming home, so Justine and I thought of a clever text to gauge how much time we had. I asked her when she'd be coming home, as I was ordering takeout and wanted to know when to tell them to have the food ready by. She responded by saying it would be a few hours. She met up with Justine to go shopping. Now, obviously this took me by surprise since Justine was standing inside my house. I showed Justine the text and she looked as confused as I was. It isn't out of the ordinary for my girlfriend to meet up with people out of the blue like that for shopping, lunch, etc. She's a very spontaneous person and loves making plans on the fly. So ordinarily, I would have believed this text in a heartbeat. However, obviously this had to be a lie. When she came home, she acted completely normal, and I played along, but it's really been hard to act like everything's
Yo,
fine.
Lorax, I remember
We
you.
ate together and cuddled on the couch after. So far, she's caught on a little that something is upsetting me, but I just can't tell her what. Looking at her kills me. I don't know what to do.
A
My
little
girlfriend and I have
Gojo.
zero trust issues, and we tell each other everything. So this lie is killing me. I want to ask her about it so badly, but if I tell her I knew she was lying, I'd have to explain why, and I really don't want to do that. What should I do? I know she lied to me, but I don't know how to confront her about it. Should I just forget it?
Thank
This won't stop
you.
gnawing at me. Please help.
Oh, this sucks.
That
I'm gonna draw him
sucks.
again.
No.
So wrong. Bad timing.
And you have to confront her about it. Because if you're going to take the
I
step
think
to ask
so.
her to
Oh, you
marry you,
absolutely
you
have
have to.
I think so too.
You can't forget
I
it.
think he could say like, "Hey, I wanted to meet up with Justine to plan something for you," or something like that.
Yeah.
Like he has to confront her.
Yeah.
Ooh, what is she lying about?
Some comments here. I know you say you can't tell her why you know, but I honestly think you should. If you don't want this to bug you forever and propose
That is
to
not
the girl,
Kakashi.
potentially hiding something. Just say you were hanging out with Justine because you needed help with a gift, so you know she wasn't with her, and see what she says. Trust and communication is important, and it would suck to know you proposed to a girl who could be doing you wrong, but also just as bad to sit there and let that lie eat you alive. Someone said, see, I would have texted a selfie of you and Justine back to her. How do you know she wasn't with your best friend picking out a ring for you? Lastly, someone said, well, you no longer have zero trust issues. I'd say this is a big trust issue since you know she lied. First things first, if you bought the ring or put down a down payment on it, take it back. Try to get her to double down on her lie, then confront her. Do you know if Justine has talked to her?
Okay.
I don't know if you need to have her double down on the lie. Like, if you have zero trust issues, just...
What?
Yeah.
These commenters are not helping. Send a picture back
Yeah.
of him and Justine like, you.
Yeah.
What? This is crazy.
I think some advice is very much on the play of like, oh, here's how you one up her, here's how you win. And it's like, do you love this person or want it to work out? Because
You can't win
if
in
you
your
can't-
relationship.
if you need to be doing stuff like that, the relationship to me is over.
Yeah.
Like, if you can't just go and talk to your partner
Yeah.
about something, then you're not really in a relationship.
Yeah.
You're kind of enemies then.
Yeah.
I get that. I think where a lot of
Yeah, I'm trying to do that with ink more.
Of like You
Yeah.
can get her is if you do this.
Yes,
Like,
exactly.
we
But
don't
it's supposed to
know if she's
Anything.
a bad person. Because as someone else
make you
thinks,
more
it's like,
confident.
was she out buying a ring? Like,
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Update, obviously, on this one. I decided to confront my girlfriend. I thought about using some of the lies people suggested, but they just wouldn't make sense. To say I ran into Justine somewhere, well, I told my girl I had to stay home and do stuff around the house, and that's why I couldn't go with her to see my sister-in-law. To say Justine was helping me pick out jewelry, it doesn't make sense for her to come all the way to our house to help me pick out a piece of jewelry unless it was a serious piece of jewelry, like an engagement ring. If I just wanted to get her a piece of jewelry as a gift, I'd ask her friends for suggestions or ask them to send me pictures of jewelry she might like. It all happens over text. None of the excuses made sense, so I decided to be honest. I basically just said that I knew we'd been thinking about marriage, and she probably knew a proposal was coming soon.
That's
So
true.
invited
I like to draw
Justine over
characters. I don't know how to draw hands, so I avoid
and
those.
that so happened to be the day that she said she was going to see her. So, what's the deal? She immediately started grinning like an idiot and prodding me about proposing and the ring, but then we got back on the topic of where she was, and she confessed that what she was really doing. No, she wasn't cheating, and no, she wasn't picking out a ring for me. The amount of times that was commented was crazy. So some people are dog people and some people are cat people. Well, I'm a snake person. I grew up with snakes my whole life, but I never felt like I was able to get one because my girlfriend has always been uneasy about living with a snake, which I completely respected. Also, the process of buying and raising a snake is very different from buying and raising a dog or cat. It's quite complicated. So you can imagine my surprise when my girlfriend showed me a picture of her holding the cutest Kenyan sand boa I have ever seen.
Cute.
Needless to say, my girlfriend was going to surprise me with a snake. We're picking her up next week. Let me know if you want a pet tax.
Let me
She's so cute.
look up
I
the
definitely did not
Lorax.
expect this, and I feel bad for ruining the surprise, but oh well. Life is good. Sorry if this ending isn't what you guys wanted or expected. Just a snake. Thanks for reading.
Just a snake. Wait.
Just a snake.
This ties it up in a very bizarre way. The guy's like, just a snake. She's a snake, bro.
No, she's gonna be bad.
Oh.
Well, that's.
Whoa.
How crazy would it be if there was like another update? She went out and was cheating on me, and she took a picture of a snake as a
They
cover.
went to a snake place together. Well, that's good.
I knew it. I was like, I don't think.
Yeah.
Because Justine was like, huh?
Yeah.
If she was like, oh, I'm sure she just messed up. If she was covering for her.
Yeah.
God.
I have such like internet brain rot that I'm like kind of sad that it just ended great. I'm like, oh, they both really love each other, and she got him a snake, and they're gonna get married. Like, I wish there was some more drama.
That's when the show ends. When they finally get together, that's when the show ends.
Yeah, like this is awesome. I'm very happy, but part of me's like, oh, well, where's the rest of it?
It's definitely stuff that stories about bad people are sometimes ones where you're like, whoa.
Whoa.
Okay, good. These are good people.
They're gonna have a snake and a wedding.
Okay, awesome.
Cool.
Good people.
I wish there was a picture of the ring.
I want a picture of the sand boa.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see.
Oh, the sandal with the ring right here.
Yeah, with the ring on the sand boa.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Good for them.
Awesome.
Yay.
All right, here's our next one.
There's the
This
Lorax.
comes from True Off My
You're
Chest.
welcome.
I've been telling people at work that I'm a Leo. I'm not.
Wait.
Let me get 22
Another
years
cord.
old.
I've been telling people at work that I'm a Leo. I'm not, in an attempt to create a
The
long,
three
hard
genders.
race to prove to them that a